I think we are ready to go. So we're ready when you are, Sofia. Welcome this morning to your thesis presentation. We're looking forward to learning more about Lulu.
So good morning, everyone. I am Sofia Tartaglia, and today I will give you a presentation on Lululemon's strategic success and the future possible growth opportunities. To do so, I will go over the current situation and give you a detailed internal and external analysis and recommend a few strategies with their implementation. So Lululemon is currently employed in a 5-year growth plan with the aim of doubling digital, and quadrupling international revenues. And you are doing so through product innovation and the launch of self-care products, the opening of experience stores in Chicago and Minneapolis, and expansion through cultures and geographies around the world. And this is a graph that represents the 5-year revenue growth divided by segment. And although the 5-year growth plan hasn't been enacted for an entire year yet, the company still reported annual revenues of 3.9 billion, with 21% increase in net revenues, 9% increase in store sales, 35% increase in direct-to-consumer sales, and 22% increase in gross profits. So as in terms of internal resources and capabilities, Lululemon has a strong brand value and loyalty. In fact, Lululemon was valued $6.92 billion. And although Lululemon's major customer group are women, Lululemon is a gender-neutral brand. And according to survey, 19% of males and 10% of females wear Lululemon on a daily basis, meaning that men were as loyal than women. In addition, Lululemon has a membership that charges $128 and includes a pair of pants and shorts and the ability to attend workout classes and free shipping. And this is evidence of a good brand customer loyalty. To continue, Lululemon's high fabrics and innovative design are the firm's competitive advantage that positions Lululemon as a niche-focused leader in the sports apparel industry. And the techniques used to provide contour control and superior performance are the sensations that allow customers to feel additional value to products. And also this allows Lululemon to charge a premium price strategy. And Lululemon uses a vertical retail distribution method, which directly benefits from because it gives total control over the brand's image. In fact, a good evidence of a good strategy is the fact that Lululemon won Best Retail in 2019. And Lululemon used ambassador programs and Lululemon app to give members benefits and arrange classes through the Lululemon app. In addition, Lululemon has a cult following community that satisfy customer belonging needs and self-actualization needs. And Lululemon's community creates a like-minded group of individuals that share and interact through physical activities. And these are the global events in 2019. To continue, Lululemon has a stable financial situation. In fact, in 2019, sales per square foot accounted to $1,657, and earnings per share, return on equity, and net profit margins are higher than the industry ratios, while inventory turnover is slightly below average. To continue, outsourcing production is the only weaknesses I have highlighted because Lululemon does not have full control over some procedures such as raw materials and manufacturing. Therefore, I believe that Lululemon does not have full control over its supply chain. In terms of external analysis of external factors that can hurt or become an opportunity for Lululemon, the growth in the sportswear and sport footwear and global sports, they are
catch your breath.
These are the trends of activewear that have been shaping consumer behavior in purchasing. In fact, the sports apparel market was valued $240 billion, and the U.S. sports footwear market increased in sales by 7% in 2019. Therefore, there is a high demand in this industry. And to continue e-commerce and online shopping practices, it has amounted in 2019 to $3.53 trillion. And the obsessive use of social media has been changing the way people shop online and the way consumers spend their money online, especially. In addition, growing the population is definitely affecting Lululemon. In fact, the US consumer spending is divided into 5 generations, out of which boomers are the major spenders in the US, and they are in control of 70% of the disposable income in the United States. At the same time, they are the generation with the highest average spend per transaction. And millennials have surpassed boomers in size, and they are forecasted to become the largest generation for consumer spending. Controversially, Gen X and Gen Z, they have consumer spending lower than boomers and millennials. However, they are the 2 generations that spend more money in the retail industry. So in terms of growth in the wellness industry, this is an industry that it's growing a lot. In fact, it has been valued $4.5 trillion, and it is forecasted to grow at an annual rate of 4.8%. Moreover, spas are an additional value to the wellness entities, and businesses that have spas, they account for greater share in the industry revenue and higher revenue growth. And they are forecasted to grow at an annual rate of 9.8%. Lastly, growth in sports tourism is a trend that represents 10% of the world tourism industry and is expected to have a turnover of $800 billion annually. Moreover, sports events, they draw global attention and they boost local businesses. And in 2018, 56% of travels were for leisure, pleasure, and recreation and vacation. And regional tourism results showed that Asia and the Pacific both led in growth in arrival and receipts with 7% and 30% increase. So threats that have been that might hurt your company are definitely coronavirus, which have had a social, demographic, and environmental impact, along with the economic slowdown around the world. And of course, competition is another threat, and is high and intense in this industry. And rather than focusing on price, competitors focus on brand image and recognition, customer and brand loyalty, product quality, innovation, superior performance, and of course, market share. In fact, I have highlighted a graph with the market share in the United States, and Lululemon holds 5% of the market, and with Nike being the leader. In addition, Lululemon also competes on a global level with competitors that apply different strategies based either on target market or on price. And other threats for Lululemon are, of course, the trade wars happening with China and the United States. In fact, in 2018, the United States imposed 25% on 50 billion Chinese goods. And in 2019, additional 15%. Therefore, this may have effects on prices of the goods and of course on sales. To continue, the growth in the counterfeit market is a threat which has directly affected Lululemon, because in 2019, you had to sue Ross Corporation and supplier for selling the lowest quality leggings. And although you won a $200,000 in statutory damages, the brand was hurt by customer confusion and dilution of the high valued trademark. And lastly, seasonality has a direct effect on fluctuation and performance. Therefore, each business has to adapt with a plan in order to forecast this issue in the industry. So, in terms of alternative strategies, I believe that to further penetrate the market in which Lululemon already operates, Germany is a market in which to open an omni guest experience store. This is because Germany is the biggest market for fit, is the biggest fit market in Europe, and is worth 5.5 billion euros, and there are 11.6 million gym memberships, which represent 14% of the German population. As well, Hawaii, Lululemon already operates in Hawaii through stores. However, I believe that Lululemon should start to organize sports festivals and retreats and events, because in 2019, Hawaii was the most visited location for niche sport gurus. In fact, visitor arrivals grew 5.4% in 2019. And lastly, e-commerce and online practices, which have led to 35% increase in net revenues at Lululemon and represent 28.6% of the total revenues at your company, has been growing. Therefore, Lululemon should definitely implement new strategies and advertise more and create social media campaigns and make e-channels more appealing and friendly users for purchase. So in terms of market development, I believe that Lululemon should move to India and Spain. In fact, India is a 3.2 trillion economy and has been shaped by new trends that regard health and wellness behaviors, the rise of female decision-making, and valuing experience over products. And for further information, you can refer to my report. While Spain is the healthiest country in the world and Europe in terms of nutrition and sanitary habits. And I believe that in both countries, Lululemon should open an a company-operated store. So in terms of product development, I believe that Lululemon should start to manufacture its own shoes, because in 2017, you started a collaboration with Op, which is a Los Angeles-based footwear manufacturer. And the shoes are currently on sale at Lululemon for $200 a pair. Therefore, you have passed your time for testing this product, and you should start to make sports footwear. So, in terms of recommendations, I recommend for Lululemon to launch a surf and wetsuit line, because the surf industry is generating $10 billion annually. And in 2012, there were more than 35 million people surfing in the world, and the inclusion of surf in the Olympics is an evidence of how the sport has been growing. Moreover, in 2018, there were the number of participants increased 7.3% in the United States, and 39.2% of the core participants have a disposable income of $100,000 or higher. Moreover, the International Surf Association reported that there is a gender gap. Therefore, in 2018, the World Surf League announced that it will make it would offer equal price for both genders. And Lululemon would have to would have to do so by launching a social media campaign oriented in Bali. And based on the fact that there are 2.95 billion people that are using social media, and this number is expected to reach 3.43 billion. The scope of this campaign is to increase sales and, of course, brand awareness. In fact, the 360 holiday will be provided by the brand, and it will supply influencers with Lululemon's new line, and with which they will have to be living 10 days in a unique retreat, in a unique location, and report what is it like, report on their platform what is it like to live Lululemon's exclusive retreats and lifestyle. In addition, you will have to work with international influencers to have a broader reach. And the campaign will be focused 100% on fitness, and it will be combined with the opening of a pop-up store. And the influencers will be filmed while training, meditating, surfing, and doing other sports activities. And they will have to continuously post content on social media platforms to create storytelling. And Lululemon will give, in order to do so, Lululemon has the requirements of posting a minimum from 5 to 10 stories per day and 1 to 3 posts per day. And this is a chart with the requirements that Lululemon will have to apply to the influencers in order to have a positive outcome. And this is a forecast of the total expenses and total revenues. Okay. And to continue, I believe that Lululemon should diversify its business through the opening of a health club and spa, and mainly because this industry has been valued $94 billion, and the North American market is valued $32 billion, out of which 90% is attributed to the United States. Therefore, Lululemon should open in Arlington, Virginia, because Arlington is the fittest city in 2019, and Lululemon already operates in Arlington. And based on these factors, which drive for local demand in this area, I have forecasted the total expenses for the opening of a Lululemon spa and health club. So in conclusion, I believe that Lululemon has many opportunities to enter new industries and to expand. However, I really recommend for Lululemon to start to do something for creating a broader image of the brand and getting more awareness in the world. Thank you.
Super. Thanks, Sophia. Very impressive, very impressive. Love all the details on the implementation. I mean, it's good to see that you actually thought about not just the recommendations, but how we're going to do this and what it might cost and what the trade-offs might be.
In the paper, it's very clear because what I did, especially for the gym, if I go back, what I did is I saw the local like gyms and like luxury gyms in the area of Arlington, and then based on these facts, which I found on a report for the County of Arlington, I have kind of calculated the price that Lululemon would charge for each membership. And if you can see here, there's a map which shows like how distant is only 2 minutes walk from the place where the gym is going to be. And you can find the price for the retail on the paper and all other details.
So you've chosen the actual location of where this club should be?
Yes.
And it's a 12-minute walk from our store?
Walk.
Got it? Huh?
Yeah, it's 2 minutes walk. The 12 minutes, it's on average how many people
I see.
From their house to the...
Got it. Good. Yeah, you had very good slides. The slides are really beautiful, and I love the charts. You've really done a great job on the various, very creative charts. That was great to see. I have a question. If you can go back to the surf recommendation. Mm-hmm. I mean, it makes sense that Lululemon needs to break out of just the yoga business and kind of make its brand relevant.
This one or the one before?
Yeah, the one before, perhaps. Let me see. Yeah, either one. I was just curious. You mentioned it, but you didn't really explore the idea of Bali, that you're going to be launching this in Bali. I'm not sure I understood exactly. I understand getting into this category, but what is the relevance of launching in Bali?
Okay, so according to like the trends, Bali is one of the major destinations in both Asia and internationally. And at the same time, Bali has been recognized as the #1 destination for surfers. In fact, Indonesia has 30 beaches that are the world's class location for surf. And in 2019, Corona, the beer, they hosted a World Surf League event in Bali, and they have picked 11 beaches out of the 30 that are in Indonesia, and they're all located in Bali. So this is a destination which has definitely a huge recognition from the surf point of view. And of course, if I thought it was an advantage to go to Bali, because I also saw to do the campaigns in other countries. So like especially in Hawaii and Australia, which are the two regions where surf is is a good practice. And these had very high expenses, while Bali has lower expenses. So Lululemon would pay less and have higher profits.
Okay, so the idea of Bali is to launch this new line there with, kind of to take advantage of the fact that it's such a tourist destination, but the actual launch of the surf wear is global. It's not something that's specific to Bali.
Yes, it's just that you're gonna open the pop-up store, especially to have people to start getting to know the fact that Lululemon is launching a new line. And as well, I wrote on my report that Lululemon should as well spend some money on advertising, therefore to grow awareness in the world. Because I believe that in some countries, Lululemon, it's not really recognized as others. Therefore, by using social media, you can cut distances and reach a broader customer base.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks. I'll leave it to my colleagues.
Sophia, well done, top job. I have also a question for you on your recommendation on launching a surf line.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you could explain to me who are the surfers.
Okay, so it's not surfers, but it's influencers and ambassadors. So we would gather 7 influencers, and as I said,
who are the influencers concretely? Names? Who would be the influencers?
Well, Lululemon should pick the influencers. I just gave you the requirements for each influencer, and as I said, they're gonna be from all over the world. So
okay, it doesn't seem to me you understand this niche market. Okay, if you could tell me what are the requirements for the material, fabrics, what are the competing brands, because going from hot and sexy yoga pants with an advanced enough materials to this very specific, very brand loyal niche markets. It happened to be that both my kids are surfers. Yes. And we spend a lot of time in Sardinia, where on the beach where surfing is a cult, and it doesn't look so easy. There are very specific brands together with streetwear. It's a very specific if you will subgroup of the markets. I want you to explain it to us a little better. Yes. It's a complete subculture, surfers, like snowboarders. So I don't know if a brand of yoga pants would fit within that subculture.
Yes, so first of all, I want to say that Lululemon is seen as a yoga brand, but it's not only yoga. And second of all, in 2018, Lululemon launched a swimsuit category. As you can see here, actually, these are the pictures from the swim category, and the board, it was just
okay, and that's Lululemon swimsuits?
Yes, and as well in
Lululemon already makes those swimsuits?
Lululemon makes swimsuits, and this was a particular suit for this global ambassador, which she is a surf-like-minded ambassador. And last year, Lululemon hosted the World Surf League Maui Pro in Hawaii, and therefore Lululemon already has a customer base of surfers. It's just that they are missing the prime product, which are these, so the wetsuits. Therefore, Lululemon already, the main fabric used for these products is neoprene, and Lululemon already use these fabrics, but for accessories. So they already have access to these fabrics. It's just that they're not used for this purpose.
Okay, so please make sure to include this data, because that's a very specific customer segment of surfers, right? Mm-hmm. And one more question on your other recommendation, Lululemon Health Club and Spa in Arlington. So starting, what was the future vision for that, right? One health club will make a huge difference.
Well, I believe that this could be a test, for the market. And if it results well, if it has a positive outcome, well, Lululemon can start opening health clubs and spas in North America, because it's the biggest market and they account for more than 440 stores in that region. So you can also see on my report the balanced scorecard, which evaluates these two recommendations.
Okay, America is full of health clubs and spas. So why would the Lululemon Health Club and Spa make a difference? What
Well,
would be, why would I, switch my membership from my local health club and spa to go to Lululemon?
Well, first of all, because it's a community-based health club and spa, therefore it's not only working out, but it's also creating events, and of course they will be implemented with the already existing events that Lululemon hosts. Therefore, I feel that it's an additional value added to customers, and at the same time, inside the health club, there are going to be Lululemon ambassadors and educators, as I referred in my report, and therefore customers they have more confidence to talking to the educators and the ambassadors, because first, probably they already know them because of the stores, and second, because it's their job both in the store and consequently in this facility to be responding to these customers.
Okay, thank you. No more questions.
Thank you.
Okay, my turn. I just had this question. Just as an investment in this company, do you think it would make sense to invest, like buy the stock of this company at the current price at like $229?
Yes. Now, in this period of history, or like if
now. I mean, now is now. So should someone buy? I mean, do you believe in the company? Should someone buy into the company?
Yes and no. I mean, the company has potential future growth, especially in this period. A few articles, especially on Forbes, they reported that Lululemon is increasing its sales in this period online because people are doing a lot of shopping online. However, the stock, it really depends, because I couldn't forecast, the future, so it depends. But if it was for me, yes, because I feel that Lululemon has a huge potential growth, and it's doing well financially. Therefore,
are they going to grow because the market is going to grow, or are they going to grow because they're going to take share away from other competitors in the market? Like customers will buy more of their products, or is the market going to grow and they're going to keep 4% of the market, do you think?
Well, I believe that they're gonna steal share from the market, but they're also gonna grow, because I mean, just to make a comparison, Nike is the leading brand in the industry. However, while Nike is like a customer-oriented company, Lululemon is a community-based. So that's the real additional value that customers see. And besides going to a shop and purchasing, the best of the best product, you go to Lululemon and you get a sense of home. So you go there also, not only for shopping, you can go there also for advices, or to spend some time, or, to get information on how to like change your diet. It's more than just a company where you go to shop.
Okay, so they should have better, like Apple, better customer loyalty, sort of like Apple in a way.
Yeah.
Okay. So over the last, say, 5 years, has this helped? Have they gotten more market share because of it?
Yes, they have been growing a lot. If I'm not mistaken, yes, if I'm not mistaken, in 2016, they had 3% of the market share in the United States, and now it grew to 5%.
Okay, last question. So it's not important how I calculated this, but in order to, if they keep just 4%, which is about what they have now, or 5%, the market would have to grow to justify the stock price to about $400 billion market, much bigger than it is now. The whole market, the whole, athletic wear market. Where is that growth going to come from? Like, are more people going to become more athletic? People that like to sit around now and watch television, or more young people are going to be born? Where is all this growth going to come in the market? I
believe from two main sources. One is the growth in valuing experience over products. So as Lululemon did, they opened an omni-guest experience store in Chicago and Minneapolis, which they don't only offer like the best experience while shopping. You also have a meditation area, a sweat area. You have an area where you can go eat and get healthy foods. Therefore, the experience part would definitely make would contribute. And from the other side, well, due to coronavirus, there has been a huge increase in home workouts, and Lululemon partners with 2 apps to get broader reach of the online market. Therefore, yes, I believe that these 2 channels would lead the growth for the future.
Okay, no, I'm more asking about not only Lululemon, but the market as a whole. Like people that don't, like to watch TV and not work out, are they going to suddenly start working out? Or is there going to be, older people come into the market? Because I think, the other companies are going to start to fight back. Like, I think it's a great, they have a great thing, they have excellent margins and all that. But to me, I find it, and my personal view is I think they're going to cap out at this level of revenue for a while. But I don't know. I don't know the company, but only because the other competitors are going to start to get wind and start to, offer the same products and stuff.
Okay, we are
But anyway, my view.
over time.
Okay.
Okay, so have we exhausted our well, we could continue chatting about this for a long time, but we do have other students anxiously waiting for us. So Sofia, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And thanks to your cheerleaders who were here online with us.
Thank you.
Okay,
Okay,
so we'll
good
get
job.
everybody
Thank
to
you.
sign off.
Thanks. Very good.
Ciao, Sofia. Ciao, ciao.